Today we'll be immersing ourselves in the unfortunate life of Iruma Suzuki, whose parents sold him to a demon. Don't even ask me any questions about that. I'm as shocked as you are. The demon adopts him as his grandson and enrolls him in a demon academy where he vows to blend in to avoid being eaten by demons since he is the only human. The Demon King took a paid vacation, and now we are all in search of the new Demon King. I have no clue as to why we creatures will just go in search of another insane creature, but whatever. It's an insane stormy river, and this tuna fishing boat sails dangerously. Iruma, our protagonist, is being forced to work here. His parents are useless scumbags who refuse to work, so now he works in their place. Suddenly, tuna started falling from all the cages, and this boy will be a master at dodge balls because the way he dodged these fishes is unreal. Suddenly, as one of these huge fishes was about to smash him into human tuna, everywhere freezes, and then we see an evil-looking, clown-looking monstrosity, and the next thing that I see almost kills me. We find out that Iruma's parents sold him, like, these people were broke.
If you're a broke boy, just say so.
And decided to sell their only son who was making money for them. How do these writers write these things? The weird-looking demonic fellow introduces himself as a demon and then hits Iruma with a spell that makes him understand demon language. He tells him this is the netherworld and informs him of the fact that his parents sold him. The man calls himself Sullivan. He takes Iruma to his mansion, and while Iruma is scared that Sullivan might want to eat him or something, Sullivan simply asks Iruma to be his grandson.
What?
Something about the neighbors tensioning him with their kids and grandkids. He tells him he'll spoil him to death, and Sullivan pleads for him to accept. Iruma has a problem with saying no to people because he is an utterly useless pushover. He agrees reluctantly, and Sullivan doesn't make it easy for him to reject. It's settled. He's the grandson of a demon, but that's not even the insane thing. With less than 0 chills, Sullivan puts Iruma in school. Take a chill pill, demon. He's only been here 4 hours. Sullivan then blows my mind out as he rushes the next series of events. He tells Iruma that he is the first human to ever be enrolled at this school, but they won't eat him if they don't find out he is a human. Now these guys are confusing me. Sullivan bathes Iruma with demon perfume to make him not smell like a human, tells him a bit of the dos and don'ts, tells him this is his new room, and then bids him goodnight to starting school the next day. Sullivan exits the room and is met by one of his servants, Opira. Opira tells him that he is acting beside by adopting a human as a grandson when he could have adopted all the demons he ever wanted. But truth be told, not even you or I can understand what Sullivan is thinking about. Meanwhile, Iruma sizes up his own room, goes to bed thinking this must be a dream, and then he wakes up and realizes it's not a dream. Boy was actually a demon's grandson. Before we knew it, Sullivan takes a very awkward picture for Iruma's welcome ceremony. The name of the school is Babbles and nothing abnormal here. Just many demon teenagers flying to school. Sullivan and Opera ditch Iruma, and he finds his way to the auditorium where there were so many demons, so many weird people of all shapes and sizes. Suddenly, one doogie walks up to the stage and tells everyone else to be quiet. They all concur, and then are asked to stand up to sing the school anthem. And I promise you, if you haven't seen this anime, you might just need to watch this part. The first lines of this school anthem are beyond crazy. Iruma was at the bottom of the food chain. To save his life, he really needed to not stand out after singing their extremely ridiculous song. Yes, very, very ridiculous. Then a greeting followed to be given by the chair demon, who was none other than Sullivan, who shamelessly calls out Iruma, and also he introduces him as his grandson. What a way to not stand out. It's time for the speech to be given by the representative of the new students, the guy who got all marks in the examination, this dude named Asmodeus, but just as he's walking, it's changed to be Iruma to give the speech. Crazy? Iruma sees it's a trap. He walks up, he stutters, but he stands still to give the speech. Suddenly, a short letter his grandpa sent floats towards him. He starts reading the characters on the letter, and it seems to be an incantation. The more he reads, the more their expressions change. He finishes the mountain of words, and everyone watches in awe. He finishes, and everyone starts screaming, and then this guy walks up to him and tells him he's not allowed to use forbidden spells like that. What? This was a forbidden spell? He asks what would have happened and has been told that if he read it wrong, he would have exploded. The next thing we know is that Asmodeus challenges Iruma. Asmodeus Alice is a master of fire spells, and he is angry because he thinks Iruma thinks he is better than him, and this guy fires enough fire for the ozone layer to diminish from this zone. Everyone watches. It's the highlight of the school that day. the students with the highest scores against the honor student. Funny how Iruma dodges every single fireball because he had a very annoying but useful skill. Iruma, as useless as he is, managed to dodge every single attack for 20 minutes straight. This was possible because, due to the hardship he faced on Earth with his useless parents, he has become a master of dodging anything dangerous, scary, or painful. Attacking 0, defense infinite. This is what teams like Man United and Chelsea need now. Asmodeus attacks again, and this time we see another level to his power where he parries the attack, but he sees it going to him someone else, so he holds on to Asmodeus and the attack fires up. That's enough fire to make 47 barbecues. But that's not the insane part. God, this anime is crazy. Iruma ends up knocking out Asmodeus with a German suplex. He realizes there's no way he can live a normal life at this school anymore. Just imagine. First day of school. Chanting a forbidden spell and giving the head of class a concussion. He is finished. He still wants to apologize to Asmodeus, who walks into the rooms and kneels in front of Iruma and says he will serve him. Then Asmodeus goes on to scramble about more rubbish about aiding him in ruling the school and making the entire student body his servants. Iruma has acquired one subordinate and his school life is just about to end before it even starts. We later see a man who appears to be dangerous, and he is dangerously staring at the mirror. He seems to be a teacher in this school, and he mentions that today is the day the new students will summon their familiars. Just in case you don't already know, the Demon King ran away from hell. Maybe to Los Angeles, that's not our business. What's our business is that this world is looking for a new Demon King, and our boy Iruma has been kidnapped, and he might be in the path to becoming the Demon King, but he's just a human. Iruma has flashbacks to how his parents used and misused him until they sold him to Sullivan or... Wait, it seemed to be a dream. He had breakfast, and let's not lie, he is kinda living the life. Iruma doesn't actually want to go to school because he doesn't want the demons to eat him. Sullivan is really spoiling this boy. He's actually not a bad grandpa, let's be honest. Iruma doesn't have the balls to tell Sullivan he wants to quit school, so he just goes again today. Everyone is quite in a good mood today because today they summon their familiars. Iruma is just trying to make it out alive without them eating him. He's trying to be as quiet as ever, but then Asmodeus comes up to him, creating a bit of a scene, and kneels before him and also offers to carry his bag, and he tells Iruma to call him Az, or more like Ass. Az seems to be quite useful, and he tells Iruma what the familiar summoning ritual is all about, and how important it is, but the only thing running through Iruma's head is if familiars eat humans. They all get to the hall. The types of familiars you summon determine the class you'll be in. We then see a young female demon, who seemed to have it hot for Iruma, and then that evil-looking teacher that everyone will point out to be the bad guy if asked, walked into the room and introduced himself as Naberius Kalego. He looks as if he instantly hates Iruma, and then pulls out something like a big demonic iPad that shows the YouTube tutorial of how to summon a familiar. The being in the tutorial not only looks afraid, but also as if they don't pay her enough. She quickly gives the tutorial, and before she could end normally, Naberius smacks her. Someone asks if this will be dangerous, but Naberius tells them it'll be normal. He makes everyone line up and summon their familiars, and people go one by one, with some having cute familiars and some not cute at all. Asmodeus summons a beautiful dragon as a familiar. It's now Iruma's turn, and everyone wants to see what he'll summon. He gets thoughts of how he'll be expelled, since he has no magical power, and he shouldn't be able to summon anything, and he starts laughing. This infuriates Naberius the more he curses, because he annoys him like his grandfather Sullivan. Okay, please hold on to your seats because this next part is about to blow your mind. Iruma is about to summon a familiar in the familiar summoning ritual. Mind you, it's a ritual where demons summon demon pets, and it's the same ritual where humans summon demons. Naberius Kalego had his seal on the paper used to summon, so when Iruma summoned, he summoned a demon, and guess who? Yes, he summoned Naberius. The whole class cannot believe what is going on. Naberius Kalego, the scary teacher, is now a cute, fluffy bat familiar, and he is so shocked he passes out. Naberius is annoyed and he tries to fight Iruma, but then he is punished because familiars can't disobey their masters. When Sullivan finds out, he laughs so hard, and he tells them they wouldn't be able to break the contract until after a year. Naberius is still bedridden from the shock, and Iruma's popularity rose even more as the demon who summoned another demon. He tried not to stand out, Iruma. But it turns out Asmodeus wouldn't stand for it. They go to get their textbooks, and life couldn't be as door as it was right now. They collide into this green-haired weird demon female, and it looks like another bundle of trouble for Iruma. I really can't wait to see how this human handles all these demons. Thanks for watching, fellow weebs. If you enjoyed this recap, dive into the next video or playlist. And don't forget to check out our cool anime hoodies in the description below. See you in the next recap.